Hey guys, so some big news today. The Ethereum ETF just got approved, and this is something that we've been waiting for, and there's been rumors that it would get approved the past few days, but now it is officially confirmed. For those who've been following me on YouTube, I actually posted a video about this 3 days ago, basically saying it was approved, and then today it has just been confirmed. Now, if you aren't following Phoenix Trades, he's actually one of the first people to post this. He was the first. He said SEC approved spot Ethereum ETF. And you can see here that was at 4:02 p.m. And then DB, who is known for posting before everyone else, posted at 4:08. So Phoenix posted a full 6 minutes ahead of everyone else. So this guy's Twitter account has been blowing up now. So if you aren't following Phoenix Trades _, this guy gets the news before anyone else right now. So definitely give him a follow. And then other Twitter accounts have actually posted what's happened afterwards. So you can see here, Solana actually rallied more than Ethereum upon the ETF approval. And we can even see this looking at the overall market price action. So you can see Solana right now over the past hour has rose 1.4% versus Ethereum, which is 0.4%. So what this means is basically a lot of people are now looking either A, towards the Solana ETF, or B, just going from the Ethereum and the L1s, L2s towards Solana and the meme coins and that kind of market. So that was a big shift. But again, I think that the Ethereum price will continue to rise over the next few weeks, especially as we gear up for the actual trading of the ETF. And I'm going to go over that with a few of these other tweets. Now, one of the tweets says, by Watcher Guru, says Ethereum is effectively deemed a commodity, Coinbase chief legal officer says. So as you know, Coinbase has been in constant legal action with the SEC, again, doing all these security versus commodities, etc. So it's great to see that finally, the SEC finally made a decision. And actually, funny enough, they also said a spokesperson for the SEC said the agency won't be commenting beyond the approval order. So you know the SEC is extremely pissed at this decision, but they basically had to approve it. 1, because BlackRock. 2, because the political situation with Biden and everyone else. And then 3, because everyone knows Ethereum was a commodity and they needed that basically confirmation. And with all the political landscape going on, this was inevitable in my opinion. Now, another tweet was by Hal Press, and it says, we now know there will be a multi-billion-dollar flow directly from BTC to ETH when this ETF launches in a number of weeks by people with general exposure who want to diversify. In addition to the 10 billion of expected BTC distribution from Gox, Gemini, Genesis, market generally likes front-running known flows. So that is something that people have to keep in mind, is going from the flow of Bitcoin inflows to now ETH inflows, right? So you can also see this with a post by Split Capital. And because a lot of people were asking me, hey, do I sell the news? Do I hold? Do I buy? What do I do here? And I told them, if you're holding ETH already, just continue to hold. If you want to buy, potentially wait for a pullback. But in my opinion, we'll continue to rise over the next few weeks. And he says, I'm seeing a lot of comments about the same kind of sell the news event on the ETH ETF run-up. And while there are some similarities, this mostly doesn't apply for the same reason as the Bitcoin ETF. So the big differences here that I want to point out is the Bitcoin ETF news had 6 months of telegraphing, so we knew it was going to get approved, and everyone was front-running that. Weekly updates on the news. CME OI increases by 7 billion. BTC price run up nearly 3x. And this is categorically different than with ETH, because again, the ETH approval odds are trading at 10% into the week on Polymarket, which I covered in my videos. Bloomberg guys had odds at 25%. ETH BTC is its lowest ratio in years, and then Sol ETH inches away from all-time high. So everything was pointing towards a rejection and a longer pathway for ETH. Now, there's obviously been an adjustment, but there's only about 1.8 billion in total open interest added between CME and SEX, a paltry amount. So that goes to show you that a lot of people are actually sidelined and again, caught off guard. Even though there was some changes in sentiment the past few days, people were still not 100% sure that it would get approved, more so like it was being telegraphed with Bitcoin. So that just goes to show, I think, while we may see some chop with Ethereum, I think eventually we will start to see it tick up, especially as we're waiting for the inflows and for the trading to start. So that is my opinion. I do still think that Solana will gain some of this tailwind like it has recently, as well as other beta plays. But that just goes to show that there will be an ETH summer. We will have altcoin season very soon going into Q3. And then also Q4 will be a full-blown altcoin season with the political climate, everyone talking about crypto, etc. And for those who haven't checked, I actually posted a tweet about the political climate on May 21st. It got a ton of traction. And basically I'm saying here that people are vastly underestimating the significance of the political landscape in crypto. Because you got to think, Trump endorsed crypto, price rallied, and then he rose in the polls. And now the Biden administration noticed this and has since shifted their stance, pending ETF, which we now see it's gotten approved. And then crypto is a huge part of the youth, so both sides know this. So it's now a race to see who can appear more favorable and garner the votes. So people who don't think that this is political are basically fooling themselves, because you got to think about it. The ETH ETF approval, check, that's done. Now you're going to have constant inflows. Then you're going to have $2 billion of treasury buybacks from May 29th to July 24th weekly. Political debates are in June and September, so coming up next month. So they're going to include crypto. Biden's going to show a more lenient approach like he just had. He said he's not going to veto the 121 bill that's coming up as well, which basically prevents higher up government officials to hold Bitcoin in financial institutions. And then interest rate cuts. Now I'm expecting 3 by the end of the year from the CPI numbers, post-halving rally. Don't forget that from Bitcoin. That should be towards the end of May, mid-July. And then Coinbase's smart wallet goes live at the end of June. You have CZ getting out of prison, political commercials being pro-crypto, Trump pumping his NFTs and accepting crypto for his campaign donation, which he did announce the other day. And then if Trump gets elected, expect him to fire Gary Gensler, and then another catalyst with another 6 to 12 months of bull market. So there is a ton of catalysts coming down the line, and this just confirms it with the recent ETF approval. So guys, I have to stress, please do not sleep on the next 6 months, because it could determine the rest of your life. Get rid of yourself of distractions, social media, get off that stuff, and focus on crypto, because their opportunity right now doesn't come around that often. We are still front running the majority of the world, TradFi space, the normies, everyone, right? There's only going to be a point where there's no more money to get in. It's like a multi-level marketing scheme in a way, where you don't have, after everyone buys, who else is there to buy, right? Obviously you have the scarcity, etc. But I'm just saying, as far as a lot of capital inflow coming in at once. So use this time to study, use this time to focus as much as possible, and really nail down these next 6 months, because it will be very fruitful, in my opinion, and there will be a ton of opportunities. So if you aren't following me on Twitter at thecryptodata, post a lot of good alpha, definitely follow me there. And guys, if you like this video, please give it a like, please comment if you have any questions, and please subscribe if you haven't. Appreciate all my watchers. Until next time, thanks for watching.